I'm Julia Hoffman. I'm the executive assistant to the CEO of ISIA, Dr. Rosemary Verstegen. And I'm the person who works with serum companies who want to pursue ISI membership. Today, we're talking with Judy Murray. She's Manager Director of Life Science Group, one of our ISIA members. Jenny, can you tell us a bit about yourself, how COVID has affected you and your family this year, and maybe share with us what the pandemic has been like for you?
Sure, thanks, Julia. Yeah, it's been an interesting 12 months or so. As a company, we found ourselves, like many ISIA members, thrown into helping manufacture VTMs, transport medium, various other things like that, supporting vaccine manufacturers and the rest. So it's been a particularly busy time for us, and for the company, it's seen one of growth. I have to say, for me personally, there hasn't been a huge change because I've always worked remotely from my businesses. So with me, it's been pretty much business as usual, except I haven't been able to get to the office as often as I would necessarily like. But no, it's fine. Families come through okay, and thankfully we haven't had anyone seriously ill. So no, it's been a good year.
I'm glad to hear that's about your family as well. It is hard not to ever get to your business. That has to be difficult and not see your employees. But we are all getting used to working remotely. That's for sure. Can you tell me just a little bit about Life Science Group?
So Life Science Group was set up in 2006 as a virtual company, and it was a support company to another company that I was running at the time, which I sold in 2014. And then Life Science Group, previously known as Antibody Production Services, became an entity in its own right and a manufacturing entity in its own right. We're a company that people really don't know exists. We do a lot of manufacturing for other companies that don't have their own manufacturing sites in Europe. So a lot of our work is OEM. We have a small range of products under our own label, which primarily go into academia research, and we have a range of distributors globally. We recently were successful in ISO 13485 accreditation, which moves us into the medical devices manufacturing. So that's going to be really, really exciting for the future.
Interesting. I didn't know about the medical device part, so that's great. Can you tell me about how you came to know about ISIA?
Yeah, quite a funny story, really. So there I was in 2006, minding my own business, trying to build my first business. And I had a telephone call from a colleague in the serum industry who says, Jenny, you have to get yourself on a plane and get to Sacramento. There's this meeting going on and you need to be there. And I said, what? And she said, no, there's a serum industry being formed, and it's the inaugural meeting and you need to be there. So I was feeling particularly poor at the time. So I cobbled together the airfare and had a very difficult time getting to Sacramento, but I made it in the end. And sat at the back of this room where the great and the good of the serum industry were gathered, and listened to what was happening and thinking, actually, this is a really good idea. How it's going to work in reality, I have no idea. And also thinking, well, actually, if you wanted to remove everybody from an industry, you just need to bomb this room right now and you wipe out an industry in one swoop. Everybody was there. It was a fascinating place.
Well, since you know about ISA for so long and you've been a member for quite some time, can you let people know what you see as the benefits and the value of being a member are for your company and for your customers?
Yeah, I think for us, being a small business, it's a valuable resource. So I know that if I have a question about a quality issue or a manufacturing issue, there is a network of people that I can go to. If we have regulatory issues, I have a network of people that I can go to assist me move things forward. So it's a really good resource. Yeah, I mean, that's the value, that and the traceability program. So and I think the traceability program is the thing that's of most benefit to, well, for me personally, being able to actually have a piece of paper that demonstrates to someone that along with my ISO 9001 accreditation, I have this extra accreditation which proves that the material that we've sourced from where we say it's sourced actually comes from that source.
Well, speaking of traceability, ISA is very proud of their traceability certification program. And could you highlight a few other things about the program that you think, provide benefits to your customers, and also would be important for other members to pursue?
Yeah, I think traceability is going to become increasingly important. People are becoming more aware of where everything comes from, not just serum, but lots of other reagents. So I think it is going to be increasingly important. I think the technology of traceability will change. I think we're embedded with one technology at the moment, but I think others will come along that will make life easier and less onerous. One of the problems we have at the moment, of course, is getting samples tested in a timely manner. For the customer benefit, I think not so much for the academic customer, because I still don't think they're particularly bothered. They just want economically priced serum. But for the manufacturing customer, whether it be fecal serum or any other product, they absolutely have to know where those products come from, and to be able to say, here's a certificate that shows that we run a process within our business that allows us to trace back all our reagents it has to be a benefit.
I agree with that completely. In my experience, that's what I see as well when I deal with companies who want to be certified and those who have already become certified. What do you think and see as important work for ISIA in the future?
It's always going to be the regulatory side of things, because that's always going to be a moving target, and we need to focus on that. And the more we do, the more we will become a trusted resource for regulatory departments. We all know that there's cost cutting going on everywhere. So, the more that we can support those people, the more likely they are to trust us. I think standardization is going to be a really big thing. Being able to demonstrate to a customer that your serum actually is like for like with somebody else's is a big thing. At the moment, C of A's in particular can be a bit confusing. And traceability, I mean, this is a really big one. I mean, I really do believe that we should get to a position where all members are traceability certified.
Well, that would be a good goal, wouldn't it? That's for sure.
That'd be excellent, yes.
So I think your information you provided with us today will be really helpful for someone who might be interested in becoming a member of ISA. And I want to thank you for your time today. I know you're busy, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me about this.
Not a problem, Julia. Always happy to help. And if you have a prospective member who'd like to have a chat, then always happy to do that.
Thanks, Jenny. Thank you very much.